Welcome back to Skyblock Infinite Create. Last time we got very lucky while AFKing our slime farm to get a wandering trader to sell us Dripstone. And we got the dried gas. Now we just need to take this little guy up to the overworld and chuck him in our fountain. Wait 5 or 10 minutes and we will have the best way to build under our island. Let's grab our storage and head back home. And this is something we're definitely fixing today as well.
Again, Gremlin.
Look at his little face. Oh, he's so cute. Let's pick him up. There we go. He's thoroughly dunked, and I need to prepare for a newborn. Better get to it. I did some light construction and decided I should probably get some snowballs ready for the little one. Luckily, we had the snowballs from the dispenser in our trial chamber. 2 blocks of snow and a carved pumpkin later, we have a snowman that gives us infinite snow. Oh, well, if I don't break the block under him. Oops. We got enough snow for now, and just like that, we're parents. I now have a sweet innocent to deal with, raise. Wow, they can eat you out of house and home. Wait, come back. I didn't mean to hit you. I just want you to love me. Why won't you love me? I'm sorry. Let me bribe you with sweets. There you go. Ah, they grow up so fast. Let's try that again. This time without the snowball in our hand. There. Now let's put his harness on and go for a ride. This is nice. We can actually use him to finish the front of our roof here. Just put that right there, so it's facing out. This is nice. Look how much we've done already. I've got a good feeling about today. It's time to make this place look nice. To do that, we're gonna want to get some way to quickly make dirt, because coarse dirt and hoeing it ain't gonna fly, not for the entire island. But before we can get to that, there is an order of operations, and the first thing is having another wandering trader pop up. After an unfortunate misunderstanding over a simple snowball, I went to buy the acacia and the cactus. Then I realized these clerics were taking all my money and I might need a bit more. Quick financial crisis later, and we have the saplings and the cactus. Now the actual first thing is getting these dripstones hanging, because they take forever and I need infinite lava like yesterday. Unfortunately, the best practice for growing more dripstone requires you to craft 4 of them into a block. So my 10 would now just make 2 dripstone blocks each, with a point to grow off. Not ideal, but hey, that's why we started it early. So the dripstone is growing, and now we need to do a quick triage of our storage setup, because it is driving me crazy to have all these chests and no way to search them. Luckily, Create Post-Production gives us one of my favorite storage solutions ever. To do this, we're gonna need some cardboard boxes, any old sapling in a wet basin, and mix it up to make pulp. Then press that down to get cardboard. Once that's finished, just make a box. I said a box. There you go. Quickly clocking in to stave off my financial overlords, I offer my hard-earned money for bits of redstone. Along with a few pieces of iron, we have the packager. Now, this design is not mine. I got it from Chosen Architect, who is always on the leading edge of modded Minecraft technology, and I take a lot of inspiration from him. But I'll give you the rundown of how it works. First, place down a 3 by 3 by up to 9 long vault. Then, we're gonna place down our 4 packagers in the corners. Then remember we need an input and output barrel and quickly craft those up. For the output on the bottom, face the packager into the barrel and do the reverse for the input up top. That means both the other two packagers should be facing into the vault, like so. Then we add chutes on each side. Remember we also need a stock ticker and a stock link and quickly run back to craft those. Some smush copper and a few rods later, and yes, I do know how that sounds, we have a transmitter. Add some vaults and we have stock links. We are running low on gold, but do I care? No. There's our stock ticker. Let's place that down in the center, then right-click with our stock link to start the network. Place that on the top left packager, so when we request items, it'll come from there. The package will be dropped down the chute and be unpackaged into our output barrel at the bottom. Quickly craft a blaze burner and a trip to our blaze farm, conveniently located next door. Sneaky trapdoor in the floor, and we have trapped the soul of a blaze forever in a cage to keep our inventory nice and organized. Well, that sounds worse when I say it like that. Let's chuck all our stuff in here and slap a lever on to power our input packager. So all the stuff in our input barrel will get packaged and sent down and unpackaged and put in the vault. Okay, let's get all our stuff into this thing now. And there we have it, all our stuff nicely strewed in our storage. So now we can request our tools and all the stuff to make a new axe, because this one's about broken. Now we need to get out our super glue and glue this whole thing together. Oops, I seem to have left a few leftover pieces of glue here. Let me just get that. So let's glue this whole thing together. Nothing to see here, don't mind the sticky floors. Now make sure to glue the stock link and the lever and the blaze burner. And we can even bring our crafting table. Now, like all contraptions, we can put down a rail and a cart assembler. Throw our stone cutter there, connect it all up. Give it a little power, and now we have the world's best portable storage aside from a backpack, but we don't have backpacks in this mod. That took a bit, so how's our dripstone doing? Oof, we got one. Better than I could have hoped for. Okay, time to fill in the rest of the stone foundation. Let's smelt up some more stone and run the contraption. And that didn't take long at all. And let's check back with our dripstone. Nothing. No. Well, let's turn our attention to dirt. Maybe it'll grow in a bit. If we take our stone laying device and repurpose the parts, we can make it so we never have to place down, hoe, and then pick up all of our coarse dirt. And with the amount of gravel we have, our dirt problems will be a thing of the past. Set these to only place coarse dirt. Discover that stripped pale oak won't actually make andesite casing because it's a vanilla backport mod. Cry a little and break it all back down. Go to craft our plows and love that I can just search a recipe and have it all delivered for the exact amount of plows I want to make. This is awesome. And get back to making everything sticky. Let's do a test run with just 2 stacks of coarse dirt. Wait, hold up. Where are you going? Come back. Oh god. Good, you ran out of dirt. Pick that up, and that works as a proof of concept, but it missed the track We can do better. Let's start with the drills, then the plows. Next is the deployer facing down. Set that to coarse dirt. Add some storage and give it the good stuff. Now it's just powered rails at either end. Give it power and place the cart assembler. Always set it to lock rotation. Trust me on this. This can be just a regular mine cart. Make it all connected up and sticky. Flip the lever, give it a check. Yeah, we forgot to glue the storage. No problem. Turn it off and glue it down. Once more, give it a flip. Take away the cart assembler, and there it goes. Look at that semi-automatic dirt. That will work till it runs out of coarse dirt. So we'll just restock that and we are good to go. How's our Dripstone doing? Oh, nothing. Disappointed! Let's distract ourselves with mindless work. That is super satisfying to watch. But no time for that, and yes, because I dismantled my stone placing mechanism, I will be doing this by hand. Okay, grass is growing in nicely and we are ready to start the big project. Let's get a gassed eye view of what we're working with. That is looking good. We have a few more moss carpets to place, but other than that, I'm happy. Now, if we look underneath, I'm less happy. This just doesn't look good, but I think we can change that. But before we start what will probably be a major hours-long job, let's fix the Dripstone farm because it is just not producing. I rigged up a simple vanilla observer and piston farm and let it run overnight while I hid in my new little AFK hole underneath. And let's see what we got. 10. We got 10 overnight. That means we can expand this by 2. There's gotta be a better way. Let's see if we can make the block of dripstone with create so we don't have to waste the pointed dripstone. Okay, yeah. Granite, lava, and cobble. That's doable. We are gonna need to make a quick trip to the nether for some more lava, but that's simple enough. Did we have exactly the right amount of buckets? Oh, no. There were some back here. Anyway, let's grab a basin. And I think it was a press. I might be wrong about that. And a metric ton of quartz that I've been grinding away at. We combine quartz and cobble for diorite, then we combine that with more quartz to get granite. Throw that in the basin, and it's making polished granite. Why is it doing that? Maybe because it's supposed to be mixed, not pressed. Right. Okay, this has got to go. Get rid of it. Much better. And we are making dripstone. Let's replace that and put in our new dripstone. And just expand that out. Now, could I do a create farm for this? Yes. Am I going to? Probably not. I don't need this to be super effective. I just need it to be effective enough to get a start. I am going to need more redstone, and this is when I finally decide to make the other villager a cleric, though he was not happy about the job change. You gonna do the thing now? How about now? You wanna take the job, Your buddy really likes his job. Why are you like this? Oh, you just wanted your freedom. Ha, tricked you. No, get on the chair. I mean, if you're selling... Now I must insist you sit down. Ignore our dolphin back there. It keeps happening, and I've stopped trying to save them. Back to placing pistons and observers. A line of redstone at the back, and let's test it. Yep, seems to be working just fine. Awesome. Well, now I want to start lava generation, so it's filling while I work too. Okay. Just a simple build here. Oh, now I need copper. I know where to get that. To the trial chamber. Away! I'll take some of that, thank you. And back we go. One of these days, I'm going to have to take a drill to that place, but not today. Some simple tanks to hold all our lava, and let's make it bigger. Throw some pipes under the cauldron and hook up a pump. And now we're done. Now I will definitely expand this fluid storage because I am not sure what I'm gonna do for my infinite source of lava, but I want it to look nice, and that means it will probably be less practical than the 10 by 10 by 100 pit with source blocks on the top. Now we are so close to finishing the underside of our island, and the slow farms are running, so those will run in the background. There's one tiny little thing though, but I think it'll save us a lot of work in the long run. We're gonna need some brass casing and a few mechanical crafters. Now we're gonna make the Wand O Symmetry, but we only have to build half of the island. The recipe calls for 3 glass, an ender pearl, and a precision mechanism, brass and obsidian. And we have all of that. Just build up the crafter in the cross shape. Kill the spare. Now for a poor man's precision mechanism craft. And it failed. Perfect. At least it gave me back the gold. Let's try that again. Much better. Let's slap down a speed controller so this doesn't take all day. Set that to max and hook it up. Put in our precision mechanism, our brass, our 3 pieces of glass, and quick detour to the nether for our ender pearls and obsidian. That goes there and that goes there. Cue the Zelda dungeon music, and we have it. 1 Wand O Symmetry. This is going to cut down on the work I have by a lot. As a demonstration, if I put it here and build with wool, you'll see it places it on the other side too. And if I break it, it does the same thing and even gives me the items back over here. So that's super helpful. So let's grab more dirt and stone and andesite and start building the underside of our base. Roll the film. And we've made it to the present. I finally got caught up on all my editing, and we just switched over to the actual Skyblock Infinite Create mod pack that Nixie made. Yeah, I had quite the backlog of footage. These dolphins keep trying to drown though, or suffocate. Do dolphins drown out of water? Is that what it's called? Well, let's try and save him. Can we put you on a seat? Let's try. Doesn't look like it. Maybe with a lead? Thank you, storage system. How'd you get out? Are you trying to die? Come on, this way. Hey, that actually worked. Nice. We are getting a few animals over here. A cat and a chicken in a boat. What could go wrong? If you've got suggestions for names for these guys, let me know in the comments. Round back, I'd like to do something with this. Aquatic critters keep spawning in the water over there, and I want to make it look better and have a water feature so maybe they won't keep drowning on dry land every minute of the day. Also, yes, I am using shaders. It seems to not be super laggy, so I'm gonna keep using them till I can't, because this is pretty. We also added in 12 more water wheels, so hopefully that will help with our power problem in the workshop, at least for now. I love that I now have the connected glass in this pack. It just makes me want to use glass so much more. My inspiration for this was the Fish Tanks The Bass Pro shop. I don't know if you've seen them, but as a kid, I used to just want to sit there and watch the tank while my dad shopped. But anyway, here is my little dock bay setup, just so the vault isn't floating. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I also made a little to-do board with a clipboard to keep me organized, because, well, I'm not organized at all. Anywho, I ended up getting the decoration bug and did the interior as well. These shaders just make me want to make everything look pretty. And with the extra power, I now have my nuggets being pressed into ingot. I also set up a quick and dirty tough generator using the extra cobble I had lying around. The recipe is like 9 cobble and water with a press, so not too expensive. And then around here is our water feature from the inside. And up here you can see where my iron is getting pressed and the power from the new water wheel is coming from over there. And it's gear ratioed right here. I actually love seeing the cogs move like this, so I made it a feature of the bedroom. I scattered some leaves around the room and overall just made it look nicer. I'm gonna have to make the balcony look better, but that's for another day. There's always something more to do. So that's where I'm gonna end it for the day. I'm so happy with how everything is looking, and now we can look to the future of this world. I want to get more power, and then I want to start all my factories. And then I'd like to... Hold on, I just need to fix this there. That looks a lot better. As I was saying, at some point in the future, create a bridge building solution that'll help us make pretty bridges throughout the void. We're now playing Skyblock Infinite Create. For real. And I can't wait to see what's out there in the distant void. Is there anybody out there? Who knows? But if you don't want to miss it, hit the like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.